join us, Lisa. It's so cool. You get to stay up all night drinking blood.
And if you say you're a vampire, you get a free small soda at the movies.
No! No!
Lisa, it's not like you have a choice here.
Bart! How many times have I told you not to bite your sis? Wait a minute! You are a vampire!
Quick! We have to kill the boy!
How'd you know he's a vampire?
He's a vampire? Ah!
Homer, we gotta do something. Today he's drinking people's blood. Tomorrow he could be smoking.
What's up? Inflatable enthusiast here, and I have a really special review for you guys today. This is the Gemmy 2003 8-foot tall air-blown inflatable vampire Bart Simpson. So I got this off of eBay for like $130, I believe. It was a bid, and I was actually never supposed to get this guy. Funny story, one night, it was like, at the time I'm filming this, it's Saturday, September 10th. I think it was like Wednesday, September 7th, at like, it was like 9 o'clock at night. And I just randomly looked down at my phone on eBay, and I got a notification, because this was on my watch list, that it ends in 3 minutes. And I was like, I was just looking at the listing. There was 3 bidders on it. It was up to like $125, I believe. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I might as well just bid on it. I want this inflatable, but the problem is, the seller had no pictures of it inflated. The listing only had pictures of the box, and the seller did not accept returns. So what I actually done like a week prior was I messaged the seller asking them to send me pictures of it. And the first time they responded, they said it was really windy outside and that they didn't want to take it out and they might try again in a few days and get back to me. But they never got back to me. So I made a follow-up message and said, hey, just wanted to check back in and see if you could send me a picture of it inflated. And the second time they said they were out of town until like the following Monday, which was like a day or two before this ended. So I was like, okay, obviously this person's not going to send me pictures of it, so I didn't bother after that. But like I said, I was just sitting, it was like 9:30 at night, and I was just like, you know what, I might as well try to bid on this. So I think my maximum bid was like $150. So I bid $130, which was like only $5 more than the other person, like a good 30 seconds before it ended, and no one else bidded on it. No one even tried to get it. So I won. And this only took about 4 or 5 days to come. And it just came today. So, and before I get into this, I just want to say this thing is in magnificent condition. You can see I have it on the ground over there, because I've already inflated it. So what you're seeing is not my first impression, because I was really expecting this thing to not be in good shape because there were no pictures of it and stuff, and the seller didn't accept returns. And typically when stuff like that happens, it's not going to be in good condition. But this thing is in mint condition. I mean mint. There's no way this thing was ever used outside. I don't think it was. But anyways, I'll go over that further in the review. But for now, let's take a look at the box. You can see here has the Simpsons logo, Bart Simpson. You can see the image of the inflatable there. 8 feet tall, air balloon inflatable, everything included, self-inflates in minutes, weatherproof, and lights up for indoor and outdoor use. On the side, the 1, 2, 3 easy setup. Again, the Simpsons, heavy-duty fan inflates air balloon to 8 feet tall in minutes. So yeah, just unfold the stand, zip up the air balloon, and plug in, secure tethers and stakes. Then the back here is almost exactly the same as the front, except at the bottom you can see includes air balloon unit, 4 base anchor stakes, 4 tether stakes, 4 tether ropes, 1 extra fuse, and 1 extra light bulb. See down there, 2003 Gemmy Industries, www.gemmy.com, Simpsons, copyright 2003, 20th Century Fox. Then the barcode and stuff like that. Then the side is, the store or wherever had this is displaying it like this. Now you got that. The seller just shipped it to me covered in like wrapping paper or like just shipping paper, so that's a little piece of that. And then on the top here is actually interesting. You can see there's a shipping label. This is not my shipping label. This is whoever owned this before. But one thing that's really cool about this is an old shipping label. You can see down here, UPS thermal, whatever, but then it says 07, which is obviously July 2004. So this is the original shipping label from, I'm assuming, when the person originally bought this. And you can see it's a little bit ripped here at the top, but it looks like it says Westminster Nursery and Garden Center, Hempstead, New York, which is, you know, that must be where they bought it. I don't know. I think the seller was in Oregon, so this is weird. It doesn't say, just says Birch Street. Oh yeah, no, here we go, Oregon. So yeah, that's where the seller was. But it's just cool, you know, that's the original shipping label. And like I said, I don't think this was ever used. I'll open the box because there's like the stakes and stuff in here, but like I said, the inflatables over there. But I don't think this was ever used. It's in such perfect condition that there's no way it could have been used outside for more than like a month. So yeah, I just have the tethers were included. They're just wrapped up in an elastic band, but they're all here. There's 4 of them. See the instructions here. You can slightly see the Airborne Inflatable logo through the paper, which is like, you can see it's like the old Airborne Inflatable. You know what? I'm gonna actually open this and show you this because this looks like the really old logo. Okay, so this is actually a little different for me because I've never ever shown the inside of an instruction on my YouTube videos. But one thing I love about these old instructions right here is, look at that air balloon inflatable logo. That is, I'm pretty sure that is the first ever air balloon inflatable logo. That is so cool. It just looks so cool. It looks so old and so vintage. It's just awesome. Then another cool thing down here, you can see all of the item numbers of, I believe, every single inflatable that was sold this year. Whenever, like, you know, if this inflatable is from 2003, this is probably all of the inflatables from 2003, which is awesome. And then the back just kind of looks like, you know, just looks normal. But I wanted to mainly show this old logo because that's super cool to me. But I'm not going to read all these instructions. I mean, that'll literally take probably 10 minutes just to read all those. But then here's the actual stakes themselves. They come in the original box, which is great. I never use these spiral stakes because they're a pain in the ass to get in and out of the ground, and the tethers sometimes come off of the hook anyways, because you can never get them completely into the ground. It's just, they don't work like that. And then you can see there's an extra light bulb here with bubble wrap, which is great. So yeah, finally, let's get into the inflatable. I'm just gonna walk right over to it. Because, you know, everything's already over here. I am currently charging my phone while I'm filming this because it's dead, but I wanted to do a review right now. The zipper is, you know, unzipped, so I could deflate this so you could get a full inflation of it. I'll just zip it up real quick, though. I also do apologize if you can hear my cat. He's inside the house just meowing, so if you can hear a weird noise coming in the background, that's what it is. So yeah, without further ado, let's just inflate this. I'm not even gonna cut the video or anything. So he has one of those old, like, black Gemmy bass fans, like the big black covering over it. Try to get this extension cord out of the way. I can't believe, actually, I can't believe he just inflated like that on his own. But yeah, here it is. I mean, it's an absolutely beautiful shape. My first, like, impression of this, like, when I first inflated it and first opened it, I was just grinning ear to ear. I was so happy when I saw the condition of this. As you can see, it's beautiful. There is not a single stain on this thing anywhere. The cord and the plug are as white as snow. I mean, look at that. It's pristine condition. Like I said, I don't think this was ever used outside for more than a week or a month, because there's no dirt, no damage, no nothing on this. This thing is not thin anywhere. It inflates so tight. It almost wants to explode. Like, it inflates so good. Even Bart's, like, legs and stuff, like, they inflate so tight. His arms, One thing I love though is his hands have all, you know, the 4-finger detailing that Simpsons characters have. His hands look great. Inflates nice and tight. Bart inflates tight. His other arm here in his hands. So, I mean, this thing is in amazing condition. And the weirdest part is, I was never supposed to get this. Like I said, I just happened to bid on this and happened to win. I was not trying to win the bid at all. I just threw a bid out there and I won it. And it's in amazing condition. I just can't believe, this is the luckiest I've ever gotten with an inflatable in my life. There were no pictures of it. The seller would not accept returns. I just happened to win the bid by chance. I cannot believe I got this in this good a condition. I'm so happy with it. So anyways, let's actually get into the details of the inflatable. You can see here he's dressed, Bart Simpson himself is dressed as Dracula or a vampire. He's sitting on a stack of 3 pumpkins. Though I do wish the pumpkins did have faces that were like referencing the Simpsons, like other Simpsons character faces, or like maybe Itchy and Scratchy's face or something like that. Anything to do with the Simpsons, I think it would have been cool. But they're just generic jack-o'-lantern carved faces, unfortunately. But they still look good. You can see the bottom one there has sort of like an angry, evil face. This one's kind of confused because, or surprised, because this one is on top of him, and this one has like a cheerful, kind of happy face on it. Like I said, Bart is dressed as a vampire. He's got like a purple suit or vampire garb, whatever you want to call it. Well, the suit itself is kind of white, but like his outfit underneath it is purple. He's wearing like purple sweatpants. I love how there's like this stripe right here to make it look like sweatpants. I think that's a cool detail that is super unnecessary, but they did it for some reason. It looks great. You can see his blue shoes that he always wears. One thing I do not like though, is that they don't have the white circle on his shoes, but it's fine. You can see the same thing on the other side, the stripes, the red and yellow stripes. Then his outfit here is white. One thing I do like is there's this little bit of like purple, actually no, it's not purple detailing, never mind, that's just a flap of fabric. I thought it was an extra detail, but yeah, then he has a red bow tie. I feel like this is stuffed, but I can't tell. It feels like it's stuffed, but it also could be air. I don't know. I think it's stuffed, though. I think there's some kind of foam or stuffing inside of it, which is cool. You can see his cape here is just like Homer's cape. It's black, but it has a purple underside. Underneath it, there's the stem of the top pumpkin, and then here's the stem of the middle pumpkin. The bottom one doesn't have a stem because it's underneath this pumpkin right here. And then I'm actually going to go get a stepladder in a second so I can show you Bart's face, because as you can see, he's pretty high up and he's looking towards the sky. But you can see he has vampire ears. He has, I mean, not vampire ears, vampire fangs. He has pointy ears. That's what I meant to say. And he has, like, you know, the Dracula slick haircut. I do like how his eyes are kind of going 2 separate ways. It does make him look derpy. I think that's kind of funny. Because, you know, The Simpsons is a goofy show, so... yeah, it has 2 tether loops, and it has the old metal rings. See one right there, and then one right here. The zipper is on the back of the bottom pumpkin right there. Here's the base fan. The base fan is a little bit more exposed, which I don't really mind because it's black anyways. You're not going to see it. It's not too noticeable, but it is pretty, it's pretty out in the open and exposed, but it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, like I said, super tight inflation. I love this design. I've wanted this for a while now because, you know, at this point, you guys probably know I love The Simpsons and I love Simpsons inflatables. I have the Dracula Homer, I have the Santa Homer, and now I have the Vampire Bart. All I have to get is the Santa Bart, and I will have completed my Simpsons collection. I know there are other inflatables like the Homer dressed as the skeleton and stuff like that, but I don't really care for those ones. I don't need multiple Homers for, you know, the same holiday, even though I do have a donut box Christmas Homer, but I'm not going to put them out as the same time as the one I have now. I'll probably wait until the one I have now wears out, and then I'll put a better fan in the donut box one and then use him, but I don't know yet. But yeah, so all I need is the Santa Bart, which currently is pretty hard to find. There was one that sold a few days ago, or like a few weeks ago. It was like $109 or something. That one did look like it was wearing out a little bit because Bart was leaning over. You know, some people would probably just say, oh, well, Bart leans over on every inflatable. But as you can see here, you know, he's not leaning at all. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And you can see he stays standing. I mean, pretty, like really, really good. Even though his head is massive, you know, he stays up. So that's how you know that one of these is wearing out, is if Bart will not inflate all the way. But currently right now, the Santa ones are harder to find. But yeah, I cannot wait to display this right next to my vampire Homer. I'm definitely going to put these two right next to each other. It's going to look amazing. I'm super excited to use this in my display. So I'll go turn the lights off and show you in the dark. I believe all of the C7s are working. So hopefully this lights up really good, and I'll be right back. Okay, and like I said really quick before I turn the lights off, I want to show you like a top view of his face, because he's kind of looking up at the sky. But yeah, there it is. So yeah, all right, I'll go show you the night view now. Okay, so here it is in the dark. And as you can see, he lights up really good. There are 5 C7s in this, but I just checked and 2 of them are out. So there's one right here in the bottom pumpkin, another one right here, this one is out. Third one right there in the top pumpkin, fourth one in Bart's body, and then the 5th one is out in Bart's head. So I'll just replace those 2, you know, for the display, but for now, there's only 2 burnt out. But it still lights up really good without them, so I can only imagine how well it's going to light up with those 2 replaced. So yeah, I'll go turn the lights back on now. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this review. I absolutely love this inflatable. I'm so happy I own it, and I'm so happy it's in amazing shape. You know, like this is, it just makes me so happy. There's no other way I can describe it. So yeah, I'm super excited to use this with Homer. I think they're gonna look amazing right next to each other. And you know, I just can't believe I got this by complete chance. Like I said, I was never supposed to get this. I just happened to bid on it, happened to win, and it just happened to be in great shape. So super, super happy with this. You know, I couldn't be more happy. So yeah, other than that though, it's a simple inflatable, but you know, if you're a Simpsons fan like me and you're trying to get most of the Simpsons inflatables, you know, this is definitely a good one to choose. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm the Inflatable Enthusiast, and I'll see you guys next time.